I was here in India when television first came out, and the television set was almost treated like an object of worship in many Indian homes, especially rural homes, where they were decorated and there were nice cloths put on them, and when it wasn't being watched it would be covered with another nice cloth and so forth. But there was a very curious thing, especially in some rural areas, and especially more elder people. They couldn't see the image on the television set. They couldn't understand what people were watching. All they saw was the effect of electrons hitting a screen. They couldn't put it together that there was a man and a woman on that screen sitting at a table drinking coffee. They couldn't see that.
You know, you were just saying that these people were watching the TV set and they couldn't see they couldn't see the images on the TV set, right? Okay, so I think, I mean, my first reaction to that would be, how is it possible that they cannot see it? Because I see the TV set and I see something there. So it's somehow it's like shockingly unbelievable that they cannot see something. How is it possible? I mean, it's hard to believe. I don't know how the other people and the other friends in the class are reacting to that. But I would like to say something which came into my mind, because, when I had my brain stroke or my brain bleeding or whatever that was, and I woke up from my unconsciousness, I saw in the hospital room, I saw something and I knew it was some letters. It was there was some words were written there, but I couldn't make out the letters anymore. I saw there were some pixels, but I couldn't know. I had unlearned that this is an A or a B or C, and it took me really a long time to think about what could it be, And so I think that means that it's really, that's why I believe you when you tell that people didn't see they couldn't recognize anything on the TV, because it requires learning. It requires really learning something. It requires also an education, and like a child which has not gone to school, the A or B shape or C, it doesn't mean anything to him. It's just a pixel. So I found this really very interesting. I lost what you actually, what kind of analogy was that? Because you suddenly you came up with the TV, the story, but somehow it seems to me important, because here I have something which is, I mean, on face value, it sounds really unbelievable. How is it possible that people don't see that? But I know, I can testify that you can see something and you cannot make out what it is. And I found this really interesting too, so I wanted to contribute, but maybe you could again say what's behind that. Why couldn't they see, or what did you want to express by quoting these people watching TV for the first time and not seeing what was going on?
The people that were watching the television set that only saw the electrons were not able to organize. In other words, there was no way in their consciousness that it was possible for a little man and a little woman to be sitting inside of this box. This is really what I believe is the reason why they couldn't why they could only see the electrons, because they just couldn't imagine the possibility of a little man and a little woman sitting inside of this box that you had to plug into the wall current, that if there wasn't a power cut, you could see. So this is all a process of organizing.